Well, here in Times Square, the Grapple in the Big Apple. The women featured third Olympic Games coming up in London. That women's wrestling will be a medal sport. And here in exhibition, Helen Maroulis, Rockville, Maryland, and Ashley Hudson of Wildwood, Missouri, two accomplished wrestlers getting the chance to display their skills on this grand stage. Hudson, third in the 2011 World Team Trial. And Maroulis, Olympic favorite, was stunned at the Olympic trials, losing to Kelsey Campbell. Campbell's first ever win over her. And on the mat, Hudson battling here. No points awarded yet.
Hudson gets it there. That's a point. Looking at a potential figure four on the body there, but I didn't see it fully locked in. So there was no confirmation.
And they've actually awarded 2 to blue.
Yeah, that's a caution for scissors across the body.
Maroulis trying to continue working here. Under a minute to go. Picks up another point, 3-0 lead. Maroulis, 3-time U.S. Open champion. Gold medalist at the Pan American Games as well. And 5th of the World Championships.
Highly accomplished, but boy, I'll tell you, one every 4 years, it's a tough road. So many factors come into play over that 4 years, whether it's injury or just not having the best of days when everything has gone well for 3 years and 11 months.
Good news for both of these wrestlers. They're relatively young in age. Maroulis only at age 20. And Hudson, age 23. So they still should be in pretty good position should they decide to make another run at the games in 2016.
That was well done by Maroulis there. Took her time, step by step, finally able to get to the corner, far hip, and then started working on the arm to knock her down.
So 4-0 lead and win for Maroulis at period number 1.
Started a little shaky there, but because she scissored the body of Maroulis, Hudson paid a 2-point penalty.
Look at Hudson getting situated again. She's a former national champion in college. Maroulis has won a couple of college women's national titles. Maroulis actually attending college now at Simon Fraser in Canada, but did take the year off to focus on an Olympic bid. And Jeff, we've seen some of the wrestlers so far showcased in this event are going to the Olympics. Others are now refocused. When you go through and you don't achieve your goal, how hard is that to pick up the pieces and move on and decide whether to continue training?
Well, if you're older, that's where it really comes down. Do I leave my shoes on the mat and retire? But if you're younger, I know when I didn't make it in '76, it burned, and I wanted nothing more than to get back to another Olympic trials. So I think age has a lot to do with it, and certainly career path has a lot to do with it. If you're offered a great job and you could set yourself up with a career for the rest of your life, that's something also to think about.
Maroulis scoring here in the second period. And now Hudson trying to counter and gets a point. We're even at 1 apiece.
Well, we haven't run into the situation yet, but in a 1-1, the last person to score wins the match. So technically right now, because Hudson just tied it up, she's actually leading if the match were to end right now.
We'll see if that comes into play here under a minute to go.
Caught on her knees here. Let's see if Maroulis can free her leg and try to turn the corner. And again, Hudson just steps right over her. Earns herself a point, but now it's Maroulis coming out the back door there. She earns a point, 2-2, and it's Maroulis who scored last. Everything's been a one-pointer thus far.
And again, Maroulis with that last point has the upper hand here for the moment.
Big thing is all the moves were one-pointers. Once you start to get in the bigger moves, it's the bigger move that carries the day. But if everything's equal, the last person to score wins.
20 seconds left.
Maroulis just wants to control the tie here, kill time. Hudson needs to work.
And trying to close out this best 2 out of 3 periods here in the final seconds. And she'll do it. Helen Maroulis able to take the W over Ashley Hudson here in this exhibition in Times Square.
Maroulis won, but Hudson wrestled well.